You said you moved on, found someone new, but your hands still know what mine will do. You pulled me close like it meant nothing, but your heartbeat told me something.
You wore that dress like you forgot all the nights that we once fought. But girl, you swayed like you still care, pretending nothing's hanging in the air.
So let's tell one more lie on the dance floor. Say this don't mean nothing anymore. Let the music play while the truth hides behind fake laughs and misty eyes. Spin me round like you don't miss the way we used to end with a kiss. One more lie like the ones before. Just one more lie on the dance floor.
Your smile saying you've moved ahead, but your eyes still burn the things we said. You whisper soft, it's just one song,
But I know we won't be gone too long.
you said she loves you, but you look my way. When they play our song, you start to sway. If this is closure, why does it feel like we're still dancing? What's too real?
Let's tell one more lie on the dance floor, like we don't still ache at the core. Let your hand rest on my side, like you're not thinking about that night. Spin me round like strangers do, even if I still breathe through you. One more lie, then out the door. One more lie on the dance floor. The truth is spilling in your touch, but saying it would cost too much. So we keep the secret wrapped in song, even if we both know it's wrong. Let's tell one more lie on the dance floor. Hold me like you never did before. Let the steel guitar cry soft and slow, while we pretend we let it go. We'll walk away when the music dies, but tonight we'll dance in pretty lies. One more truth we'll just ignore. One more lie on the dance floor. You found me sipping gin alone, red lipstick, pretending I'm stoned. You said, darling, didn't we swear last time? And I said, yeah, but lies still rhyme.
You wore that scent I can't forget, same as the night our hearts first met. You laughed and said, this ain't a tune, just barroom promises and cheap perfume. Barroom promises and cheap perfume, where hearts get loud in a lonesome room. We swear we're done and start again, with one slow dance and two shots of sin. We say never by the neon bloom, but we're still caught in this old saloon. Barroom promises and cheap perfume. me in.
You look like hurt with a little hope, all cowboy charm and unraveling rope. I said this time, let's not resume, but your kiss still smelled like cheap perfume. Barroom promises and cheap perfume,
Words that vanish by the afternoon.
we swear we're wise and fall too fast, try to rewrite what couldn't last. We say goodbye but make more room for one more lie beneath this moon. Barroom promises and cheap perfume. We both know how this ends, but we're better at breaking than being friends. And as long as this jukebox plays our tune, we'll be singing in shadows and smelling like truth. Barroom promises and cheap perfume, a love too wild, a heart too soon. We dance in smoke, we fade in light, we fall apart about every night. But I take you back like I always do, with nothing left but a worn out tune. Barroom promises and cheap perfume.
We both know how this ends,
But we're better at breaking than being friends.
and as long as this jukebox plays our tune,
We'll be singing in shadows and smelling like truth. Barroom promises and cheap perfume, a love too wild, a heart too soon. We dance in smoke, we fade in light, we fall apart about every night. But I take it back like I always do, with nothing left but a worn out tune. Barroom promises and cheap perfume. Last call hit, lights turn low, bartenders winking like time to go.
I reached for keys, you grabbed my hand, said you ain't driving, not in that stand.
You had 2 beers more than me, stumbling like a tumbleweed. I said, sweetheart, park your pride, you're in no shape for that midnight ride.
Well, I ain't leaving unless you drive.
You'd hit a cow and call it alive.
I know the roads you can't see straight. My truck knows home, it ain't that great.
We bicker a while, but still survive. I ain't leaving
Unless you drive.
You said, get in, I'll take the wheel. I said, fine, long as we get a meal.
You rolled your eyes, I sang too loud.
We left that bar like a honky-tonk cloud.
Don't that jukebox play our song, tried to tip the wall and got it wrong.
But when you smiled with that crooked face, I threw the truck in second grace. I ain't leaving
Unless I drive.
You speed like someone's taking lives.
At least I steer and I sing strong. Your pitch is bad, but you sing along.
We clash, we joke, but we're alive. I ain't leaving
Unless you drive. You hold the door, I hold the keys. You call me stubborn, I call you tease.
But somehow every Friday night we argue just to
unless you drive.
Next time we call a ride, but then who'll fight? We need the spark. You love my bars. We're messy, loud, and full of drive. But I ain't leaving. No, I ain't leaving unless you drive.
Stubborn, I call you tease, but somehow every Friday night we argue just to end up right. I ain't leaving unless you drive. Next time we call a ride, but then who'll fight? Told me love was clean, pure as light and soft as dreams. But hon, I saw truth in your wild grin when you bought me wings and a tonic gin. I got a barroom Bible, page 1 says dance,
chapter 2 says take a chance.
About losing, 4 is for pain, 5's where you drink to stay sane.
Ain't no choir, no steeple bell, the jukebox truth we know too well.
We're sinners, saints, and borderline liable,
learning life from a barroom Bible. Gospel's poured in a whiskey vat, but Lord, you hold me when times get rough, and that's more holy than most church stuff.
You testify with sass and spark, and sing like Loretta after dark. You quote old Hank, not chapter and verse. Somehow, girl, you lift my curse. I got a barroom Bible written in stars,
under beer signs and smoky bars.
It ain't clean and it ain't framed, but every line's got a name.
Ain't no rules we didn't bend, but that book keeps us till the end.
Might not save us, might not be liable, but we live by our barroom Bible. You read songs, I read beer caps. You light candles, I light match taps. But baby, somehow we both found grace right here in this honky-tonk place. Our barroom Bible full of dust and sound, the kind that keeps your 2 feet down. We got lessons in every skill, in faith in shots and on paid bills. dawn dim. Not by the book, but still reliable. We swear by our barroom Bible. Up slow to a gravel bin, old red barn and a few good friends. Pass the bottle, light the flame, telling stories that all sound the same. Moon's hanging like a cheap bar sign, and we're burning through another round of time. Laughter echoes through the pines, truth gets louder after midnight shines. It's whiskey talking county roads, where the night gets deep and the wind still knows. Hearts spill out in a southern drawl. With every sip we tell it all. Steel guitar and engine moans. Yeah, we find peace where wild things roam. In whiskey talking county roads. Dust kicks up when the tires roll on. No place to be, just chasing dawn. That dashboard light and radio glow are all I need when I wanna go. It's whiskey talking county roads, where the night gets deep and the wind still knows. Hearts spill out in a southern drawl. With every sip we tell it all. Steel guitar and engine moans. Where we find peace where wild things roam. In whiskey talking county roads. Ain't about running from the pain, just driving through it in the rain. The truth comes out in dust and smoke, between the laughs and words we spoke. It's whiskey talking county roads, old regrets and new crossroads. We ain't lost, we're just let go, with empty cups and hearts that know. The realest nights ain't ones we planned, just back road dreams and borrowed land. Yeah, whiskey talking county roads. should try.
The band played slow,
The room went still. I knew I should,
but I never will.
we both walked past that red lit sign.
Now we're deep in blurry lines.
We're on the wrong side of right, stealing time in the hush of night. One bad move, but it feels so real, like fate with the rebel's heel. No maps here, no end in sight, just two fools chasing firelight. We don't care what's black or white, we're just living on the wrong side of right.
Maybe come tomorrow we'll pay the price, but tonight this wrong sure feels nice. And if regret comes knocking at noon, we'll just blame the band and the moon. We're on the wrong side of right, outlaws caught in a lover's fight. Your hand in mine, that look, that sigh. We don't ask, we don't reply. No goodbyes, just stolen nights, just lips and lies and hungry eyes. We ain't perfect, we ain't polite, we're just living on the wrong side of right.
She's sitting quiet at the end of the line, red dress flaming a whiskey sign. No ring, no smile, just lips that burn. One wrong look, you'll never return. The boys all say she's too much heat, but still they trip on restless feet, trying their lines, trying their fate. But she don't love, she incinerates. She's a bar stool wildfire, one spark and you're caught in desire. You think you're safe, then comes a flame, and nothing around you feels the same. She don't warn and she don't wait, she lights you up then leaves the state. Yeah, she ain't love, she's wild and dire. She's a bar stool wildfire. She don't cry when the night is through, just tips her hat and splits in two. You'll smell her perfume in your soul long after she's turned cold. She's a bar stool wildfire, a slow sip turn to funeral pyre. You came for laughs, you left in ash with heartbeats racing way too fast. She don't warn and she don't wait, she lights you up then seals your fate. Yeah, she ain't sweet, she ain't for hire, she's a bar stool wildfire. The band keeps playing, crowd don't know, but you're burning in her undertow. Can't dance, you can't fight, you're just embers in her light. She's a bar stool wildfire, burning down every last desire. Don't chase her eyes, don't try to stay. She'll love you once, then walk away. She don't love, she don't retire. She's not a girl, she's a wildfire. Met her down on Music Row with a 6-string case and a voice like gold. She sang to the sky, I tapped my boots, fell in love right there under country roots. We played the bars, we played the street, two worn hearts and no defeat. A mason jar for dimes and dreams, built our life on chords and themes. It's heartbeats and hammered strings, living wild off what music brings. Strumming love in a worn out key, but the rhythm's strong and it sets us free. Every note, every song we sing, it's heartbeats and hammered strings. Rain or shine, we don't slow down, just chasing gigs from town to town. She hums the words, I play the line. Together we're a freight train on time. Yeah, it's heartbeats and hammered strings, living wild off what music brings. Strumming love in a worn out key, but the rhythm's strong and it sets us free. Every note, every song we sing, it's heartbeats and hammered strings. No mansion lights or limousine, just her smile and a tambourine. We ain't rich, but we're alive. With every crowd we start to thrive. It's heartbeats and hammer strings, from honky-tonks to county kings. With fire in our hands and truth that rings, yeah, we make our way with broken wings, still dancing in what life might bring. With heartbeats and hammered strings. I ain't got a trophy on my shelf, never beat the world or outshine myself, but I wake up swinging in boots laced tight, and I give this life one hell of a fight. My truck don't shine, it growls and spits, but it still gets me where life hits. I don't lead the race, but I run it fast, 'cause I ain't first, but I sure ain't last. I ain't first, but I ain't last. I get knocked down, but I bounce back fast. I ain't the star, but I ain't the shame, still dancing hard in the loser's lane. You can laugh, I'll raise my glass to every stumble that I pass. Yeah, I ain't first, but I ain't last. I've loved and lost and loved again, a few good nights, a lot of amen. I've missed my shot more times than not, but I still show up with all I got. I ain't first, but I ain't last. Still got grit in my hourglass. May not shine in the record books, but I'm still swinging with outlaw looks. So if you're down and feeling trashed, remember this, that storm don't last. You ain't first, but you ain't last. They don't cheer for folks like me, no limelight, just gasoline. But we keep going mile by mile, turning scars into country style. No, I ain't first, but I ain't last. to underdogs moving fast. We weren't built to break, just built to last. I ain't first, but I ain't last.
Told my friends I wouldn't stay, just one quick beer then walk away. But the moment I saw your silhouette, I knew I wasn't leaving yet.
You said goodbye just last July. Now you're back with that same old line, just passing through with that crooked grin. But here we go, falling in again.
This bar
was not our place,
but there's still whiskey in your face.
We keep needing like it's fate, right where we always fall too late.
Ain't no exit in this bar. We drive in circles near and far. Say we're done, but stay too long. One more dance, one more song. Same old booth, same old scar. Ain't no exit in this bar.
You tip your hat, I fake a laugh, but we both know we're on the same path.
You pull a chair, I order gin. Like love's a game we never win.
You spin your ring, check the time, but every word still tastes like wine. And when you hum that old George Strait, I know it's already too late.
You raise a glass like nothing's wrong, but girl, we've danced to this too long.
And every door we try is fake. It's a goodbye we never take.
Ain't no exit in this bar. We play tough, but leave a jar of every kiss we ever stole between the jukebox and our souls. It's not the neon, it's who we are. Ain't no exit in this bar. Maybe we're just stuck in time, or maybe we're just stuck in rhyme.
But I'd rather stay and feel this sting than walk away from everything.
Ain't no exit in this bar, not for hearts this torn apart. We say we'll leave, we shut the tap, but find our way back where we had one more spark, one more scar. Ain't no exit in this bar.